Hey, YouTube family. How you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. All right, guys. This is my second video within the last 2 hours. This is a hot topic. You guys know that when it piques my interest, I'm going to jump right in it and I shoot straight. Now, this may be controversial to some, but you know what? I think the best way around controversy is to talk about it and walk right through it. So let's get to it. Here we go. What is your definition of black? Now, okay, why am I bringing up this topic? Well, I've been watching some of the news pundits and some of our YouTube content creators discussing our current political situation here in the United States and Kamala Harris. And I'm not getting into politics here right now. I'm just discussing race. What is black? And that's something we should probably, I think it's a hot enough topic, should generate some interest. So let's get into it. Now, Kamala Harris, now Lady C. I love Lady C when she discussed Meghan Markle, Prince Harry. Now, she says Kamala Harris is not black. Kamala Harris' father is Jamaican and her mom is Indian. Now the question is, Jamaicans are not black? The black ones are not black? So how does Lady C define black? Is black to her blacks of African American blacks who are descended from slaves? Oh, so then if her father's Jamaican, is he Jamaican black? She said he was biracial. Now, it's just confusing. Now, Donald Trump, he was discussing Kamala Harris when he was at the National Association of Black Journalists. He said he didn't know Kamala Harris was black and she was Indian until a couple of years. Now, Kamala Harris' mother is Indian, and her father is Jamaican. Whether he's a biracial Jamaican or a black Jamaican, I don't know, but now I'm confused. And then I saw on Breaking Points, I can't remember the Indian guy's name, but the Indian gentleman said that I guess in their culture, they're confused because Kamala Harris always identified as Indian. Now, I think identifying yourself as far as your race, I think it's a personal choice, especially if you're biracial. Now, look at Kamala Harris. She grew up in Oakland, very diverse. She went to an all-black college. She joined an all-black sorority, the AKA. So clearly she identified, eventually as she became an adult, she identified as black. Now, look at Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle identified herself as white all of her life until she stumbled into the royal family, their hornet's nest, and thanks to her own doing. And now she considers herself, I don't know, biracial or black. I don't know how she would identify herself. I don't know. I'm confused. How about Dominican Republic and Dominican people from Dominican Republic, the DR? Now, or Hispanics. There are black Hispanics. Now, do they consider themselves, when you say black Hispanic, are those from the DR? Cardi B considers herself a Hispanic, but Hispanic is not a race. So are we going to call Hispanics, those have African blood in them? They could still be Hispanic and have African blood. They don't have to identify as black. Or are we identifying black as African Americans who came to America as descendants of slaves? See how it's all just muddled and confusing? It doesn't have to be. I'm going to sum it up in just a quick minute. Now, Lupita Nyong'o, she is pure African. Now, I'm not sure which country of Africa she's from. I guess I should have done my homework. Sorry, Lupita. I'm so sorry. But she is full African. Now, should we consider her black? She could be a black person if you define black as someone with African blood and they look more African, right? Or would you consider her African? Now, I'm going to give you my opinion. Oh, one more thing. Beyonce. This is a great example. Both Beyonce's mom is Creole. So that's French and, and African blood, African Americans. But her mother has a mixture more French and African in her blood. Her father is from Texas, so he's African American. So Beyonce identifies as black. She's a light-skinned black. So all of this, what does all this mean? Listen, I consider all this conversation stupid. To me, not the conversation itself, not for those who suffer from racial identity issues. Now, you can identify as you like. That's the part I think is fair. Now, when I think of black, I think of anyone with African blood. Anybody that I look, whether you are from Puerto Rico or Dominican or Colombian or Brazil, or if you are from Africa, or if you are from, England and you come over here to the country, or you're just an African American, or if you are biracial. If you have African blood, to me, I consider it black. Me. That's what I would look at you as. Now, you may not. Some people may say, okay, African American, that's black. Anyone else, if you are from Jamaica, you're Jamaican who happen to have African blood. Or if you're from the DR, you're Dominican and you have some dark African, you just have African blood. I can actually understand that too. Because at the root of it is if you're coming from a different country, if you're from Africa, you come over here, then you're African. But I would still see you as under the black umbrella because you have African blood. If you are Dominican, I would see you as just a black Hispanic, but you're black. You're just Dominican. If you come over here from Brazil, same thing. If you are biracial. Now, what if you're biracial and you present white? And you decide to embrace your black, I think you got a right to do that too. It's just you present as white. That's why I say all of this skin color talk is silly to me, but underneath all of it is human beings, it's complex, it's real feelings. So I don't want to make light of it. So to sum it up, to me, anyone who has African blood in them is black. That's how I see it. Now, does that mean that it takes away from you if you happen to be of Nigerian, you come from Nigeria, you come here? I respect where you come from. If you come from Puerto Rico, although Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States, but still the same thing, your heritage, I respect that. Of course I do. If you happen to be Kamala Harris, who come from an Indian mom and a Jamaican father who is black, got African blood in him, does that mean that she should be called non-black? No, of course not. Of course not. If one of you, anymore, say she want to identify as Indian, she decide to do that. Okay, fine. I just think this race talk is silly, but it is real. We're human beings. We are flawed beings and we are complex. And this topic of race is complex, but I find it an interesting topic. Let me know, what do you consider black? Or do you, you may have a different definition. I don't know. I'm just giving you my opinion. So let's go through. Beyonce is black. Okay. Kamala Harris is black, if that's how she identifies herself. Napita Leon is black. But she has African, she's origins are directly from both sides. Meghan Markle is black. Sorry, Meghan. Your black mother birthed you and you have a white father. So, even after the plastic surgery and the hair chemicals and all that, and I'm not judging to get rid of all your ethnic features, but you're black. Who else? I think those are the girls that I wanted to Zoe Saldana. She's Dominican, I believe. Black. But she considers herself an Afro-Latina. Okay, however you present yourself. To me, if you got African blood and you're black, that's how I see it. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments in the chat. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you get something from this video. Leave your comments in the chat, like I said, and I will chat with you soon. Look, I am working. Check this out. Boom. I am working. All right, guys. Have a great day. I love you, and I will chat with you soon. Ciao. Mwah.